Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Griffin Mind titled She's Left Stranded After a Man is Fed Up with Her Attitude, which is the best thing to do when dealing with women like this. Let's jump right into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comment.
Hey!
Deleting Tinder after this.
So, what are we trying to do?
Honestly, I'm just here for the free food.
Of course you would be.
Oh, God.
I mean, yeah, nice. That's fine. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, this is
Are
awkward.
you at least gonna give me something?
No, I don't do that on the first date.
All right. Where do you live so I can drop you off?
I'll just get out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
all right.
How did this woman expect him to react? She told him she's just in it for the free food, and she just expected him to be cool with it. You've got to give the dude credit for just ending things immediately.
Why can't men just be nice to their girls when they don't feel well? Everything that she's complaining about is actually probably your fault. Stress, like from an insensitive man, lowers your immune system, gives you headaches, muscle aches and pains, especially in your neck. So being insensitive in that moment is not going to do anything. And in fact, being nice releases oxytocin, which reverses all those things. How interesting. Maybe instinctively she's telling you that she doesn't feel well because she knows that the simple act of love and affection from her man will make her feel better, and you're denying her of that.
It's amazing how when a modern woman has a slight headache, her man must do everything in his power and then some to make sure that she feels safe and seen and heard. But if the guy gets hit with the flu, he's apparently faking it and needs to toughen up. Interesting.
Femininity is meant to be protected. Real masculine men understand this, and they understand the value of true femininity. We have to protect ourselves and protect our femininity. It's because it is really powerful. But if you give out your femininity, if you give out intimacy too freely, men just feel like I learned that from a young age, that like I always just had to protect myself. I had to protect my femininity from men. Like, I know I'm sensitive. I know men are going to hurt my feelings 9 times out of 10 if I let them. So I choose to be careful, and I have very strict rules and boundaries with them. Sperm is very cheap and eggs are very expensive. Just remember that.
It's rather ironic to me how the ones that are saying that femininity needs to be protected at all costs are always just super masculine women. Disgusting, man.
What body count is too high?
I don't know. I don't even think that matters too much. I think it's just up to what that person's looking for that
Whatever,
particular
bro.
time in their life.
What about it's
Bro,
over
be
50?
honest.
I think that's it's like, I don't know. It's like none of my business what this person was doing before we got together. You know what I mean?
Yo, you simping, dude.
They could have 100 people, 1,000 people.
What?
You can tell that dude is turned off by a woman's body count, but he has to act like it doesn't because he's been friend-zoned so hard that he doesn't know any other way except to simp for women who don't respect him anyway.
Do you know what I think is more weird than men criticising me for wanting to live on my own?
What?
It's women criticising me, saying how sad I am and how selfish I am and I'm never going to be happy. Listen, love. Just because you wanted to get married and take on this role of looking after a fully grown man for the rest of your life doesn't mean that I have to want it as well.
The biggest argument that modern women have towards men is the notion that they'll have to take care of their husbands, even though they're the ones who insist on being slave drivers to the men whose only crime was loving them.
Okay, yes, I probably am selfish. And I admit I am a bit selfish because I like to just look after myself. I like to have self-care. I like to have freedom. I like to be financially independent. I don't need some bloke telling me what to do, what I can spend my money on, what I can't spend my money on. I don't want that. I don't want to be looking after some man-child in my home.
This woman has pretty much guaranteed what she wanted. No man that sees what she has just said is going to be interested in a woman who disrespects that man so hard. She sees him as nothing more than an overgrown child.
A man would never.
No, you would have had to do it all, beginning to end. Plan, chairs, towels, noodles, food.
Would a man remember a tablecloth?
We don't need no man. We are strong, independent women, but we are going to talk about them all day, every day.
Whenever these women try to own men by proving that they don't need them, it always has the exact opposite effect that they intended. The majority of men don't give a crap about what they're doing, especially when it comes to tablecloth.
Guys, I was on a date.
What? Okay.
And he's really busy next. He's really busy because he's about to go on a trip. I was gonna reschedule. I was like, okay, we can cancel our date next week. Like, if you need time, I get it. Like, get your shit together. And he was like, no, like, I'm broke. He's like, I'm broke as hell. I'm not gonna pass him a free meal.
Her mind is completely boggled because this dude called her bluff. She had absolutely no intention of buying him food. She just offered as a formality, and now she's shocked when a dude actually takes her up on the offer.
I don't have a problem paying for, I pay for dates, I pay for food. I don't care. It makes sense. I make more money. And I also don't care if he's broke. I don't care about the financial status of whoever I'm dating. I'm literally looking for a man to spoil,
but you make a whole TikTok.
That side of things doesn't matter. But that, I said, what? I'll literally order you food. I will send groceries to your house. Don't hang out with me just for food. So that's my dating life right now.
Why is it when modern women use dudes for free meals, apparently it's standard practice, but the second a dude says the same thing, she's embarrassed that a guy wouldn't just want to be with her? Funny how that works out.
I had a lot of fun with you. You should come over again sometime.
I'd love that.
All right, well, have a good day.
Door.
Huh?
Door.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So usually it goes open, close, open, close. You got it, pal. Yeah. But yeah, have a good day.
Women who demand that men open doors for them make it clear that not only do they have nothing to offer men, but men must work twice as hard to get nothing out of the relationship.
I've seen these articles where they're saying a lot of women are not finding economically attractive partners.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does a guy
economically
need
attractive.
to make, bare minimum, to get you?
Me happy.
Bare minimum, I would say 100,000 after taxes. I prefer
Jesus.
200,000 and up.
For that.
But I would say after taxes, bring home like 100K.
So bare minimum 100,000,
Is someone manning
but more
harpoons right now?
preferably 200,000 after taxes.
She has no idea what kind of a job a man must have in order to bring home that kind of a salary. And if he makes that much, he guaranteed has better options than the run-through woman who is demanding that of him as the quote-unquote bare minimum.
Because I can work with that. I can multiply that. I mean, I plan on being a multimillionaire,
Yeah, I mean,
so
you wanna help your
I
man
need a
out.
base.
What about for you?
He's got to be able to
plan on being a
afford house and
multimillionaire
a
with
family
his
in
money.
the current city that he resides.
Okay.
But you know, I'm living in LA now, so in LA to be able to have a house and a family,
Pricey.
yeah,
It's
you're looking at
pricier.
6 figures,
Wild.
200,000. But I mean, I do kind of like nerdy guys.
Oh.
A little
Okay.
bit of
Little
autism is
coder.
kind
Oh.
of hot. It's okay.
She's confusing dollars with calories.
A modern woman's definition of a nerd is a dude who has a tech job but works out regularly and is a fan of Marvel movies. There is no way this woman could handle a real nerd, and that is a compliment to nerds everywhere, by the way.
I had mentioned, I was like, we should probably FaceTime before the date just to make sure you're not like a murderer or something. And he was like, oh yeah, let's FaceTime right now.
Okay.
And I was like, well, not like right now. I was like, you know, later. And he was
Oh,
like,
damn.
no, I don't want some like curated version of you. I want to see you candid. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
shy. Sorry. And he was like, this isn't going to work out.
AKA no makeup.
Notice how she wants to FaceTime the dude just to ensure that he's not a psychopath, but the second he wants to FaceTime her without makeup or filters, all of a sudden that's crossing a line.
Big boss
I
walking
think
away.
that's a result of what a lot of men have experienced on dating apps.
Mhm.
Between the pictures that look
Catfish, dude.
nothing like the actual person, the bots, the scammers, the real but flaky women, that man was not playing games, but the fact that you didn't want to FaceTime then and there made him think that you were. And side note, so many women would love the chance with a man that knows what he wants, has boundaries, and can communicate clearly. Because of that, the fact that he had all of these qualities of a solid, good man, I don't think it's too crazy to consider throwing aside your insecurities and doing the FaceTime.
This dude knew exactly what he was getting himself into the second she said no to an immediate FaceTime. That's a guy who's been catfished too many times and knows what he's willing to and not willing to tolerate.
Why the did women decide that we wanted equality?
I don't want equality. I don't want it. Take us back to how it was before, minus the ass beatings. You're telling me we fought for this shit? Like they were telling us, no, stay at home. And we were like, no, I want a job. I want to go to school. I want to earn money.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this shit.
This
is not my journey. Dude. This is just not my journey.
These women are begging for things to go back to the way they were, but there is no changing it. Modern women were convinced that men were completely useless, and they said as much for over a decade. Men can't forget that level of disrespect overnight.
Because I feel like maybe a lot of women complain a lot. We just like to complain. I think it's our nature. But I don't know if we really mean, like, I think a lot of the complaining stems from we just want attention at the end of the day. I don't think it's like a thing. You know what I mean? I think it's like, look at me, love me, you know?
Modern women love to complain because they are completely miserable, and the only way for them to feel anything is to try and make everyone else as miserable as possible, and she does that through endless complaining. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.